had this accident, and these dudes weren't in the band yet, and it was because it was right when we first started touring. We had this. We were driving, and I was following Bury Your Dead, and it was a blizzard, and Martin Barrett was going 40 miles an hour in a blizzard. It was death, and I was trying to follow him, and we just started spinning around on the middle of the highway, and we almost got hit by a truck. It was crazy, and I swear I saw my life flash before my eyes. And then on the same exact tour, we were in Connecticut, and I was driving home, and this kid was high on drugs, or I don't know what he was high on. He was high, and it was another blizzard, and he was speeding past me and hit the guardrail and hit us, and then we crashed into a guardrail, and then there was all these Mack trucks coming at us, and that was scary.
Dang.
There's been a lot of near-death experiences. When you're in a band and you're on the road, especially in the winter time, it's so dangerous.
Definitely spun out a couple other times that weren't as bad as that, but still scary.
We usually, around wintertime, we try and stay away from the Rocky Mountain areas because that's where that shit usually happens.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Do you guys see any, like, supernatural shit? Like, anything weird that you just can't explain?
We saw a UFO in Texas once.
Really?
Was it Texas or Florida?
No, Tennessee, was it?
It was Florida.
Was it Florida?
Yes. Forget, where
I don't
was
know what
it?
you're
Pensacola.
talking
We were outside,
I don't remember.
yeah, it was like,
Tony
we were sitting,
Danza,
yeah,
Bucky.
and then we had the BB guns, and we were like shooting them at Big John, no.
I saw a ghost once. I think it was a ghost. Anyways, we played this venue called the Masquerade in Atlanta, Georgia, and everyone says that it's haunted.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So I was walking down this hallway to get to the bathroom, and the only thing down this hallway, you go down and it turns off like this, and there's the bathroom. That's the only thing. There's no like doors or on the way up. So I was like walking down this hallway, and I saw a shadow of a guy walking down like around the corner. I saw like a guy walking to the bathroom. I got in the bathroom, there's nobody in there, and I started freaking out. I couldn't pee. Like I was like trying to pee, and I was so scared I couldn't pee. So I guess that sounds pretty horrible. It was terrifying. I think the ghost haunted my bladder. I saw a ghost in Atlanta.
And it just wouldn't come out, the pee?
The pee was just, I was so terrified that pee wouldn't come out. I looked under the stalls like a creep and everything, and there's nobody there. Ghost, bathroom ghost.
Dang, that's crazy, man.
You ever seen a ghost on tour?
On tour? No, I don't think we've
There's a
seen
lot of
ghost on
haunted
tour.
venues in America, and they're all filled with ghosts that will make you not pee.
What about moments that just stand out? Just crazy moments.
Oh, wow.
Wait, yesterday, the day before, this is the stuff we see every day. So it's like hard to say like a standout moment because crazy stuff just happens all the time. We were driving through the desert, and we were on a straight road, dead straight road, and there's like blue sky, and on the road from the sky to the ground is this black cloud. Just one like wall of black clouds and lightning shooting out everywhere. And Kevin was driving and he had to drive through it. It was like rained so hard that you couldn't like see anything around you, and like
Except for all the
Yeah, I had to go like
except for all the lightning that was hitting everything around us.
I had to go like 20 miles an hour because it was impossible to go
In the
like fast.
desert. It's the desert. It's called a desert because it doesn't rain there. And it was raining. And lightning.
And then there was a rainbow afterwards.
Oh, and there's
Saw a couple
beautiful,
rainbows. Beautiful.
double rainbows
Very
extended
vivid
all the way
rainbow.
across the sky.
So when you guys are in the studio with Zeus, you guys see rainbows and crazy lightning stuff too?
We actually did see that one.
Actually, yeah, one day it was like a tornado was about to like just roll in.
Oh,
like,
really?
it got
The sky was
really windy.
the sky was brown. It was so crazy. We just like all walked outside. We're just like, and then all the power went out in the entire city, and it wasn't even raining. It was just
No,
like
it was just crazy.
we thought
So
we were
windy.
We thought it was the end of the world. We thought it was Armageddon.
What about when Jamie Jasta came?
He brought us cookies,
great.
actually.
Cookies. That was very.
No, it was
fun.
very awesome. He brought us cookies, and he entertained us with a couple stories about some movies he saw that he will never watch again because they changed him as a human being for the worse. And he did his vocal parts, and it was great. The cookies were also very good.
Well, while you guys are eating cookies with Jamie Jasta and hanging out with Zeus, what do you guys talk about before you start recording? Like, what goes through your mind?
How terrible the record's gonna be. We're always like, oh my god, I hope this record doesn't suck as bad as the last one. I don't know. Talk about how Jack fucking better not mess up. It gets grounded. Your teeth are red from that drink.
Looks good though.
Taste red.
Yeah, we don't really. I don't know. We don't really talk about it because we don't want to psych ourselves out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because there's a lot of stress in the studio that we try and just avoid. We do a pretty good job of it just by not paying attention to what's going on and stuff like that.
So do you think that not thinking about it helps write better music?
I think so.
Yeah.
It makes it more natural. It just comes out of you instead of just being like, oh, God.
If you think too hard about it, you're just going to second guess it, and then something that could have been good is no longer good anymore.
Yep.
What about the band as a whole? Do you think, if you think less of the band, do you think you guys get more out of your experience?
I don't know. That is a good question.
It's half and half.
I don't think about these dudes at all. I never think about them. Because if I do, I'll just get angry, I guess. And I'm pretty sure it's the same with them. They don't want to think about me. Because they're just like, this guy's an idiot.
Dude, I was watching this interview, not to change the subject, but I was watching this interview that you were doing, and you were talking about, the dude was talking about anal cunt, and then something about squirting out of an asshole. Do you remember that?
No.
It was you.
What?
Yeah, it was weird.
That doesn't sound like me. That's gross. Anal cunt is, they're a band.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about squirting buttholes or anything like that.
Me neither. I was a little thrown off. It was good, though.
Are you sure it was me?
Pretty sure it was
sure
you.
It wasn't like Brian Posehn or some other guy that people say it looked like?
You know what? Now that I think about it,
Yeah, it was probably him.
it could have been.
Yeah, see.
Could have been.
Or Adam Sandler. I get that a lot. No?
That's weird. You do kind of look like Adam. Nah.
Now I'm just putting stuff in your... Are there free Slurpees over there? Motherfuck. Free Slurpees later for everybody. Come on out with us.
You should.
Yeah.
Seriously. So over the years that this band has been a band, do you see, the music scene has changed so much. How have you changed over the years, you guys?
I'm a more bitter, angry human being.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, just
Because of the music industry. Because of the changing and the rise in popularity of certain things and the decline of popularity in other things. I don't know. I just kind of accuse myself now because I used to be really outgoing and just wanted to be friends with everybody, and now I don't want to be friends with anybody, and I just want to be by myself and not talk about music. And Jack's shorter. Jack used to be 7 feet tall. Because of this band, he shrank.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old people get shorter. It's like that, but with stress.
Kevin
Packing
grew an
all this
extra
time.
testicle.
Whoa. So now you have 4?
Third ball.
Now he has 4.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, yeah.
Because you only have 2 normally.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, wait. I totally lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
What were...
Something about how awesome we are or something like that.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
Oh, I was talking... You were talking about how it makes you bitter.
Yeah.
So what specifically makes you bitter? I'm bitter, too.
I don't know if there's a specific. It's just in general, if you want to be specific, if you want me to name one thing that just makes me bitter is straightened hair. If I had to pick one thing out of all the things, right now I would just say straightened hair.
What about for you guys?
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah, there you go.
How come Facebook?
Because everybody's got one.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just check out my band, we're great. And then they're not great. I don't know, technology's kind of ruining music. At the same time, it's really saving it. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, or a catch-22. Jack, what do you hate most? What makes you the most bitter?
How nobody can just go to shows and enjoy them. Everyone has to be in a band now.
It's also shows are high school dances now.
Yeah.
You go to shows to pick up a guy or a girl. It's a bummer.
What were shows like in the early days?
I was
not dating
I was too busy
services.
getting beat up to remember. I don't know. When I started going to shows, there was no. Yeah, it wasn't a dating thing. It was more hey, a band's playing, let's go watch them, and that's just common sense. But nowadays, it's not. It doesn't really apply.
It's a popular thing, and people go to hang out to see their friends.
It's popularity. It's okay, here's what happens. Dudes, when I started going to shows, there was maybe 1 or 2 girls that would go to shows at all in my area.
Mm-hmm.
And then girls started going to shows, and then dudes started realizing that girls are going to shows. So dudes that would normally go to shows started going to shows to pick up girls, and then girls are just getting mad and jaded, and then more girls start coming to shows because they see guys are going to the shows that want to date those girls, but they don't want to date these girls. No. If you want to go to a show,
don't even know what band's playing.
Yeah, just go to a show. If you want to watch the band, that's awesome. If you want to buy some merch and dance or headbang or whatever, if you're trying to suck a dick, don't go to a show. Go to a frat house. Or guys, if you're trying to suck some titties, go to a dance club.
Or a brothel.
Or a brothel. Or a dance brothel.
Technology and music, in which way does it hurt and in which way does it benefit?
It hurts because every Jimmy hardcore loser can start a band. You know, every stupid nerd with a computer and a guitar and a drum machine, not even a drum machine, you don't even need a drum machine anymore because there's drum machine programs for the computer. Every stupid geek who plays World of Warcraft and listens to metal can start a band that sounds like Dream Theater. And that sucks because then there's this overflow of really good bands, but none of them are actually real. But at the same time, bands who are actually into it and good, like if you want to record a demo, if you want to hang out as a band and like write new material, you can save it to a computer so you don't forget it. Because that was like the main problem when we started, is that we would write songs, like, yeah, that song's great. A week later, we'd have band practice and be like, I don't remember how to play that song. So the computer's like great for that. That's how we wrote the entirety of Wormwood was written by our guitar player in his room, in his house, just like riffing out, and just like he's just like riff out and just make songs, and we wouldn't even have to like practice them for a while because we would just know them already, you know. Mm-hmm. So it was good. I don't know. Technology is like
it's a double-edged sword.
Hey, I said that already.
Repeating it.
It's a double-edged sword.
So what bands do it right, in your opinion?
Us. Shut up.
I don't know.
We do it far from right. I don't know. Between the Bear to Me does it real right. Because I talk to those dudes and they do the same. They apply to the same thing. Like they just like have practice and riff out, but they have microphones recording the entire thing onto a computer so they can remember the riffs because they write. Their songs are 15 minutes long, you know, and that's. I can't imagine writing a 15-minute song one week and then coming back next week and being like, yeah, this is exactly how I played it last week, you know. So bands like that. I mean, any band that is actually a band, you know, a lot of like the new trend nowadays is just one dude, one computer, full band, and then the dude finds the band later, and it's just like that's not how you start a band.
How do you start a band then in this day and age?
I don't know. I've been in this band for almost 10 years, so I have no idea how to start a band. Maybe that's how you start a band nowadays. Maybe it's the 21st century way of starting a band. I started a band. I just had friends, and we just get together and just play whatever. Just like, hey, I have a riff. Let's play to that. Let's add on it. And it's just like that.
You guys were mentioning how like going to shows, it's like a dance service. I mean, like a dating service.
It's like Match.com.
Yeah. So, do you think that kids join bands for the wrong reasons now?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Kids want to be in bands just so they can say I'm in a band.
This shit is loud.
What an asshole.
What?
Kids just want to be in bands to be in bands. They don't feel the passion. They don't feel the art, you know, and that's what's getting lost a lot now. It's like kids are just like, wow, I saw this band and they were great and they had all these girls hanging out with them, so I'm going to start a band. I'm going to get a bunch of girls and my band's going to sound exactly like that band, and all the creativity just goes right out the fucking window, you know. I mean, there are a lot of kids starting bands because they love playing music and they love just sharing that music with other people, and then there's other people who just want to be in the limelight, and that's kind of lame. That's why bands like Poison started. If you start a band like that, you're like Poison. Lame.
I totally agree.
Yes.
I mean, seriously. How many minutes are we at? 15. Damn, that's so true, man. Like, kids starting bands for like the wrong reasons and stuff. As you guys tour, do you see little communities forming? Like in DC where they had the punk movement. Do you see anything like that?
Kinda. I mean, it's weird because we play a specific kind of music, so every once in a while we take out a band that doesn't sound like us, and we'll see a completely different group of kids coming to our show, which is awesome because then they're like, oh, I thought Acacia Strain was lame, but now I realize they're not. Because we're not lame, we're not like Poison. But yeah, there's definite communities everywhere. Like San Francisco still has that real thrash mentality, you know, and everywhere has their little cliques.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird, but at the same time, although all these places have their cliques, wherever we go, everybody in that certain area kind of knows everybody else. Mm-hmm. So there's like this just community of hardcore kids, and I think that's cool when everybody knows everybody, because it makes it a little safer. I think like you don't have fights as much if like there's not this just random dude moshing and everyone's like blah, you know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I was just enjoying this weather.
Me too. I actually think we're good on time, man.
Awesome.
Like,
that was the dumbest answer I think I've ever given in an interview ever. I apologize.
You know what? These are the dumbest questions, and it's awesome.